everybody is welcome. We have said that the game is inclusion rather than exclusion. So we want this to unite the people of Kenya, not to divide the people. And I think that they've realized the futility of the kind of stand that they were taking about this. They realized that this is not aimed at giving any particular individual's advantage. This exercise. This is a people's exercise. It is the people of Kenya who are moving this process. And I don't think that there's any force that can stop this train from moving. It will move on, and we only invite
for your 2022 presidential bid, and that is why they just want to come and say, according to their statement, they want to take the river back to the course and just stick to what BBI was all about.
First, I've never said that I want to be a president in 2022. So this is how misguided some of those people are. And the BBI report does not talk about the elections 2022. That is what is completely not about. So we really don't want to divert attention of the people of Kenya. Those moves are diversionary. They are not helpful at all in this initiative. And therefore I would invite our people to completely ignore people who are completely misguided.
Yeah?
Yes.
The meeting was about BBI, about uniting Kenyans, and as it were, we want a united Kenya. And in terms of what BBI can do for the people of Kenya, and more so the economic improvement of the counties. For example, we have had a problem with milk, which has been selling at 17 shillings per litre. The issue is, how is BBI going to ensure that our farm products are sold for the prices they are supposed to be sold for? So it was nothing more than BBI.
Well, the point is that we met today. As you know, BBI is an architect or a baby between out of the handshake, the president and the former prime minister. And we're just having a cup of tea with the prime minister to hear from the horse's mouth. And for us, people of Central, we welcome anything that will bring unity to our people. For us, people of Central, we welcome any idea that will make Kenya a better country, a more united country, with less necessity, less of the wastage through corruption that is there. And that's what BBI is about. And for that matter, our people are looking forward to participating for the benefit of the things that the BBI will bring. You know, we are an agricultural country, and our people are concerned about the returns on their coffee, on their tea, like all other people, and milk, like all other people of Kenya, the western people of sugarcane, and the north left people, about their cereals.
Why come talk this? Why come talk about these issues of Mount Kenya with Raila Odinga? Is it that he is too close to the president?
No. I mean, you can't. It's not. There's nothing to hide that the former prime minister, out of the handshake, are coordinating and actually they are sharing on the ideas that could take Kenya to a better state. Therefore, when we see him, we are seeing him from that context, that he is sharing in the theme of driving Kenya to a better country with our president. And that's why we felt that having a cup of tea with him is just as good, to be more enlightened.
Yeah. For me, the reason I came here is because His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta has told us to support the BBI process. He has told us to join the bandwagon. And indeed, we want to thank President Uhuru Kenyatta for that cooperation he is having with the former Prime Minister. Also, because of that, we shall be going to coast. For me, we have made that resolution. We shall join the BBI bandwagon. That is on Saturday. And the other reason was personally, as the Deputy Chief Whip of the Senate, the Jubilee Party, I came here also to thank the leader of the NASA coalition. Remember, on Tuesday, those of us from Central Kenya, we had been kicked out from a committee that was formed to investigate impeachment proceedings against Waititu. There was no single Central Kenya senator who was in that committee. And it is only after Mr. Orengo brought his troops that we were able to throw out that motion that was brought by my brother Kipchumba, and that discrimination was corrected. And to that extent, I took this opportunity to thank former Prime Minister for saving the people of Central Kenya, because we were on a very negative trajectory. And also to say that Mr. Uhuru Kenyatta has told us to support this BBI process, and we shall be going to coast, and we gave that assurance, so long as BBI addresses the key issues of Central Kenya. Thank you.
Yeah, we are here because of, this is the protagonist. He is a handshaker. The other handshaker is our guy, Uhuru Kenyatta. So Senate has been left out, by the way, of the BBI. If you look at the people who are taking the lead, they are the governors and members of the National Assembly. And that is not right, because we as senators are very keen to have Senate become the upper house in this debate. Because that's the only way we are going to ensure that BBI speaks to devolution, because BBI speaks about issues of devolution, so that the devolution can be strengthened. And then number two is that as a representative of persons with disabilities, I feel very strongly that BBI has not captured issues of people with disabilities. And if this is left behind, then people with disabilities are going to suffer. They have been complaining that they have even been left out, even in Bombers. Nobody spoke on their behalf. So this is going to be, it is definitely is a game changer in terms of, at some point we'll have to make a determination of what constitutional changes we are going to make. And we need to safeguard the gains of persons with disabilities and to ensure that these gains are not lost. Number three, is the issue of Central Kenya. Honestly, we would want to know how our interests are going to be safeguarded in whatever government structure that is going to come out of the BBI process. And here, we are not talking about who is going to occupy what position. It's because eventually this is going to create a new government structure. So what is the interest of Central? What is the value of our 6 million votes? That is something that is very, very important, because, will you create a position of a weak prime minister? Is that going to be beneficial to the people? Will it make sure that there is tea, there is coffee, there are roads, there is development, people have a chance of being in government? That is very, very, very important. And finally, I think now BBI has become the bandwagon for everyone. Even those who are perceived to be opposing it are joining the rally in Mombasa. So we also need to be there, because if you are not at the table, you are on the menu. You are going to be eaten. So you'd rather be there. Okay? They say too many cooks spoil the broth, but let's first cook this thing together, because you cannot be sharing what has been cooked by others. Otherwise, you may be the one who has already been cooked. So it is important to be part and parcel of the process. And we also wanted to understand, because when you go to Mashinani Kule Kwetu Central, people do not seem to understand what is this BBI. And they're asking us, they're saying they have no copies. The issue is, what is the genesis of BBI? What does it stand for? That is very, very critical over and above everything. And BBI cannot be weaponized to create an us versus them. Because if that is done, then it is not building bridges, it's breaking them. So we need to have a system where it is all inclusive, so that we can move together as a country, and so that we can rise above and make the country develop, and also not lose the gains that we made. Because currently, Kenya is underperforming, the economy is doing very badly, our people from Central are complaining, they don't have money in their pockets, and as Bill Clinton said, it is the economy stupid. How do we fix that going forward?
But in the same breath, I must say, Mheshimiwa Kanini and Mheshimiwa Junet, many of us, ardent supporters of the president, have also been very quiet while they have been going around insulting the president. the President of the Republic of Kenya and the party leader of Jubilee. We're telling them that ended in 2019. In 2020, we're not going to take it anymore. And that is why Jonathan said, wakuja na tabia mzuri, wakuja na adabu. Kanini said, let them come, na heshima. Because you must respect the President. The President was not out of his mind when he decided to go and look for his brother Raila Odinga and say we must end this cycle. Raila Odinga was not out of his mind when he agreed, after being sworn in by Junete in Uhuru Park, that you know what, let us sit down together and see what is the best route for this country. That is the moment of our nation. It is politics, but it is not the kind of myopic politics that they think about. Politicians think about the next election. We leaders think about the next generation. Raila Odinga said in Kakamega, he doesn't have to be president. Musalia Mudavadi said he doesn't have to be president, but Kenya must be united. So we're telling them to shed off those lenses of myopia of 2022. 2022 will come, it will go. But beyond that, what kind of country will we live? That is what BBI is about, and that is what we're doing on